if you would like to catch any of the recaps, the clips, or the quotes, please feel free to go on Facebook, Fanbase, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, where I repost all of the clips, the quotes, and the recaps. And you can also go on Threads as well to get that information, guys. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get into what the poem was about. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you know, guys, we all live in a different time, right? It's a different time. Many couples, even some I know, are meeting through DM, through the internet. The internet is building the foundation of love today, right? Different time, different time. I remember coming from, that's my boyfriend, to going to, now we just kicking it, now it's slide in my DM. Different time, different time. Times have certainly changed. And because I remember that, you know, would that DM thing be kind of considered a blind date? I mean, is it a blind date? I mean, even though you're speaking with him or her and video chatting, you know, and all the things of that nature, you know, is it still considered a blind date when traditionally couples met through mutual friends or family members or, you know, colleagues, something like that? Somewhere it was a mutual connection, where, you know, you were able to learn stuff about the character of the individual. Guys, please be tapping your screens and send the love, right? So is that a blind date today? Uh-oh. Come on, y'all got it. And he wasn't lying because he got who he went in the DM to get, okay? Now listen. What was I into? Okay, yes, video chatting and things of that nature, guys, right? That's the new dating scene. You know, get to see how they look, you know, all of that. It's still kind of a blind date because you don't really know the person. You can only go by hearsay, you know, what they say, right? And you just want to hope and believe that they're honest, right? But since there is those couples that meet through mutual friends and relatives and acquaintances, you know, it makes it a little bit more challenging to get the honest aspect of anyone that you're reaching out to communicate with DM, right? And at least when you met through somebody else that was mutual, you had some type of idea of their characteristics or their personality, right? They would be, you know, you would kind of get just a little clue of what you're dealing with. The reason why I say the DM is like a blind date, because you still really don't know. You don't have nobody there to really vouch for the person, you know. And it's not a bad thing because it is the new era of dating, you know. You just have to be open for the challenge, okay? In this particular poem, she wasn't going to get that man. She's not going to get him. And he's never going to get her. And I'll tell you why. She explained that she has just as much strength as he does, right? And although many men will say they want a woman who matches his strength and capabilities, so she can carry the torch, just in case, you know, he's unable to carry it, she will be able to hold it up, right? Men normally say that is what they want. Many men will back away from that woman because she has a standard. In this poem, this woman, she had standards, all right? She met him in the DM. He was cute. She dropped into his life accidentally, you know, but then some chemistry was built. He was interested. He dug her up, right? So she had standards, and he had to meet them. She was not going to be easy to get. That's why I know he wasn't going to get her. And vice versa. Women run from men who are well gathered. Women will run from the man who is well gathered if her intention is not good. If her intention is to be ill towards him, she was online scrolling through, right? And she met a nice looking guy. He was nice looking, so that's what intrigued her to make her wonder, let me see what's going on with him, right? And you know how many single women are out there? And some are thirsty. Some are thirsty, okay? No offense, no shade, no tea, but truth, okay? Many people out there are desperate. So when you're meeting someone in the DM, right, you got to be up for the challenge, because the truth is, you might be meeting someone who had a troller, or who they never did this before, or who is probably creepy. You just don't know, right? But just like men, a woman will troll. A woman will troll a man. In this case, this woman, she didn't troll. She was just scrolling, and she happened to run across a handsome gentleman and was intrigued. Like, what's going on with him? You know, so she wound up clicking to see, and then she fell into the live. So now you stop. You stop. So now you got to just see what's going on. So she was intrigued clearly by the words that he was saying. She was mesmerized. She thought she had found the piece to her puzzle, right? As her. According to this poem, it looks like there was a little bit of time spent, right? And they got a little acclimated, a little shum, all right? And they were agreeing that they have this mutual chemistry, right? Now, with all of that being said, what if she just was, let's just stick on the troller, right? I like to call it the whole troll. I like to call it the whole troll. The girls that go online and just be swerving, and the guys swiping, looking for the sponsor. Some people out there looking for a sponsor, okay? And those people will get on your page and troll, okay? And watch you go live and don't say a word. They'll pay attention to everything you like. Everything they think you want to hear say. I've seen women do this all the time, desperate women. I've seen this on people's lives. I crack up, okay? Listen, I even see them do it with pastors, honey, okay? Desperate women, they'll be on the live with the pastor, honey. If they know he's single, honey, despair, honey. Okay, I've seen it. Okay, so I've seen them get on there and be trolling, and then one day they'll just pop up, boom, right? And they've listened to everything that the person they was trolling wanted to need. Now they know the answer. Okay? And boom, they played the game and you've been trolled. Just like that, okay? Now, men do it, but women do it too. And women seen as more aggressive than the men today. They'll get on your live, they don't have no discretion, they don't have no class, and they throwing it at you. And you know if you a perv, you got the pervs on you. You got some pervs, okay? And men don't like to go for the woman in the poem. You know, she has standards. If you have an open plate, right? You give somebody an open plate with options, they gonna eat. They gonna eat. Okay, so the DM is the open plate with a lot of options, okay? And some of the options are a little easier than the other. Okay, so now if you a perv and all you on there for is for girls to look at your private parts, you know, and you just want to see them twerking and all of that, mission accomplished. You go to the DM. Okay, so there's women that can service that just like there's men that can service certain things. All I'm saying is people, all right? The desperate will pop up, okay? And troll, and they will make you think that this is what they'll say. They'll say, look, I've been watching you a few days. You know, I ain't want to say nothing, right? Because that was the few days they had to listen to what you said. You know, I want a new car. I want to travel. You know, now she the flight attendant. She the car dealer. Okay? She been watching a few days. She been trolling you. You don't know that she's been trolling. But now she got everything you need. Okay? Because she's looking for the sponsor. All right? And vice versa. You got some fellas that'll get out there and try to grab these women that's doing their thing, that's successful, and be like, oh, I never went to this trip. Can you take me on the low slide? And I've seen it. Desperate. In this case, she was just strolling and she liked what he was saying, all right? And he liked her once he checked her out. Once she got off the live, he checked her out, right? They kind of talked and things were fitting into place, right? But again, he couldn't deal because he's looking for an easier route, right? They come a dime a dozen online. So ladies, be careful. Fellas, be careful. A lot of you meet in the DM. It definitely goes down in the DM, all right? Like I said, even some people with a cloth, they meeting in the DM, okay? They bagging them up, they racking them up. But let me give you a little caveat, right? I'm gonna tell y'all this is what's weird to me, all right? If you have the person that's